Hey, what's up, guys? Albert here with thetraininglifestyle.com. I hope you guys are all kicking ass and doing really well. And this is going to be my first video for the blog. So if this video absolutely sucks, I'm sorry. My goal is to help you get some real results. So bear with me as we get through this, and I hope it can really help you guys because it's all about getting those results as fast as you can, right? Right. Okay, let's continue. So basically, this video is going along with that blog post I wrote where it talks about the 9 things that successful people do really well, and one of them was be specific. And this can really apply to the fitness industry and with actually your individual fitness success. I've seen it happen with myself, and I've seen it happen with a bunch of clients. But I gotta let you know where it all starts. It all starts with specific goal setting. It starts with knowing what you want and knowing what you got to do to get there. But we're going to talk about this a little bit, so let me break it down for you. Okay, let's start with the problem. A lot of us make this huge mistake in setting a generalized and broad fitness goal. What am I talking about here? I'm talking about that goal. You know it. I've made it. You've probably made it. I know my mom's made it. I know a bunch of people that's made it. It's, I just want to get in shape. What does that mean? It always comes around New Year's and we hear everybody say it. We hear everybody stop working out after 2 weeks. I just want to get in shape is not, enough to fuel the fire. Because, I mean, take a look at this. If you think you're going to get a body like this girl over here where she's got ripped abs and toned arms, or you're going to look like freaking Herschel Walker, the MMA fighter, ex-football player. I mean, look at him. He's totally jacked. She's totally, lean. It's not going to happen. It's going to really be impossible. So if you really think that you're going to get here or get to these results with that generalized goal, you're absolutely smoking something. I'm sorry to tell you that, but you are. But I'm going to help you, drop down whatever that is you got to your mouth and help you make some real goals, okay? Let's continue. All right, the problem with generalized goals. Well, there's a lot of problems, so I'll make this quick. Goals can seem unreachable. Just like that last slide, you're looking at these physiques like, holy smokes, I'm never going to be able to get that. Yeah, that's because you don't have a specific goal. You don't know where you're going to end up, right? And if you don't know where you're going to end up, you might end up someplace else. I'll say that once now, and I might say it again in this video because it's very true. When you have a generalized goal, whatever it may be in your head that you think is in shape, it might seem very far off and it may seem unreachable. Another thing that can happen is we can lose focus along the way because we know that obstacles are inevitable in a fitness journey. So, without the, goal in sight, if you don't see it and something happens to get in your way, it's going to be easy to kind of falter off that path. And it's going to be hard to determine if we're making progress. Where am I? How close am I to my goal? How much more do I have? Or how well am I doing? Those are all things that we need to know to help with morale. So the biggest one I can tell you right now, and it's going to be a common underlying theme throughout this video, is, hey, without a specific goal, we're not going to know when we get there. And that is something we absolutely need to know. So let's break it down. The generalized goal, I can't even say it. It hurts me. My body shivers every time I say it. I want to get fit. You want to get fit. Okay. Well, let me help you with this one. We need to make this more specific right away. And this is a process in itself. You need to first ask yourself, what am I trying to achieve when you want to get fit? Do you want to lose weight? Do you want to drop body fat? Maybe you want to put on some lean muscle and stack up before you go to the beach, or get ripped or get toned, whatever it is. You need to know what that is. You need to pinpoint it so we can move on to making that more specific. And something that helps is, why do I want this? Why do I want to lose the weight? Why do I want to drop the body fat? Why do I want to put on lean muscle? Maybe it's health reasons. Maybe you're not doing so well health-wise and you got to improve that. Or maybe it's your self-confidence. Maybe we got to take the self-confidence up a notch. So we're going to do this with our generalized goal. We're going to say, hey, our specified goal for I want to get fit is for weight loss, lose weight. A lot of us, will make that goal sooner or later. So we'll make that one ours today in this example. So step one, let's take this one step at a time, right? In the first step, we're going to take that goal of weight loss and make it even more specific. So one more step, okay, to make it more specific. We're going to ask this one simple question. How much weight do we want to lose? By making that weight, more specific, or that goal more specific, is going to help us even that much more. So let's make our goal of losing weight more specific by saying, hey, we want to lose 20 pounds. And I'll tell you why we want to make it more specific. If I can get to the next slide here. By making the goal measurable, we're going to know exactly when we reach it. Because a lot of times, even if we say weight loss, that's still kind of generalized. So by saying 20 pounds, we're going to know if, hey, we lost 17 pounds, we're almost there, but not quite there yet. If we're at, 19 pounds down, we're on the freaking doorstep, but we're not at our goal yet. We haven't reached it. And finally, when we get to 20 pounds, we know, hey, I met my goal of trying to lose weight and get in shape. Okay. Otherwise, if it's not specific or measurable, again, here comes the underlying theme. We will never know if we get there. I mean, take a look at this picture. Start and finish line. I don't know what side I'm starting, what side I'm finishing on. If I don't know which is which, it's going to be a long ass race. I'll tell you that right now. Okay. Let's take a look at the next step. The second part of this process, we're going to continue to make our goal even more detailed. Yes, I said it. One more step in making it even more detailed. And how we're going to do that, I'll tell you. A great way to make it more detailed is by adding a deadline. Yes, I said the D word. And it wasn't damn. It was deadline. Okay? And I'll tell you why we're going to add a deadline. Because you can never underestimate the power of a deadline. Think back. Think way, way, way back. Or think you still might be in school, or I know a lot of us are working right now, so think back. Think about how much you hated deadlines. And why did you hate deadlines? Because they increased productivity. Yes, it made you work really, really hard. I remember classes where I didn't have deadlines. Man, I would be relaxing until the last couple of days where I would cram and get it all done. On the other classes where I did have deadlines, about 95% of the time I would get the things done and in on time. So that's how much power deadlines have. They can single-handedly increase productivity. I mean, if they can do that, I don't know why we don't do that in the fitness industry, right? So in this case, we're going to add deadlines. So by adding a deadline, it's also going to give us a time frame to measure progress. Okay? So why do we need a time frame? Well, that's a good question. We're going to need to know if we're on the right track. Even without a deadline, if we have that measurable goal, we're going to be able to kind of see if we're on the right track because we'll have the end goal in sight. But by adding a deadline, we're going to be able to track very, very, very accurately how we're doing. We'll also be able to see how well we're doing. If we are on the right track, it's going to help us, in the process of maybe we need to reevaluate our goals. 20 pounds. Okay, maybe we were really close in a fast amount of time. Maybe it's time we slap on a couple extra pounds to our goal. So instead of 20, maybe we're going to reevaluate to 30 pounds. And I've seen that happen a lot of the times with personal clients. So in our case, let's say we're going to lose 20 pounds in 2 months. I think 2 months will be a good time, right before we leave on vacation. April's right now, so by the end of April, by the end of May, in 2 months. So by the end of May, we should be ready to lose that 20 pounds and set off our vacation, show off our new sexy lean bodies, right? Okay. And now, with those two pieces of information, we can figure out some more details. And it's not making new ones. We're just going to figure them out. Okay, so we know now that we have 2 months to lose 20 pounds. Okay, so we have a deadline and we have a measurable goal. 2 months gives us about 8 weeks. I like to break that down just a little bit more because 2 months sounds like a hell of a long time compared to 8 weeks. And now instead of a huge goal of 20 pounds that can maybe seem a little overwhelming, it's going to be about 2.5 pounds a week. And now that is something that you can do, something that is a little bit more reachable. 1 week at a time can be your goal and your individual deadlines. Okay, so I mean, what does that do for us? it gives us confidence just by having the details. It can spike confidence and make these goals seem more reachable. So instead of the 8 weeks and the 20 pounds, we have 1 week and the 2.5 pounds. Each one of those little individual goals helps us with our confidence. And I mean, look at this little picture right down here. This little poor, helpless little cat is walking in front of these vicious German Shepherds, even though some of those German Shepherds look pretty cute. But I mean, that's the kind of confidence that I want to walk with. You know, right in front of all these things. Look at him staring right at him. He doesn't even care. He's walking through a puddle. He's getting his paws wet. He does not care. And that's the kind of confidence that I want. And so now we have a pretty good blueprint of how to do this, okay? So we now have a specific goal and time frame to follow. Our 8-week, 20-pound weight loss plan is going to help us know that we should be dropping about 5 pounds every 2 weeks, okay? So again, breaking the big goal down to smaller goals, making it, more specific. At the halfway point, we should be down about 10 pounds if my math is correct. Half of 20 is 10, right? Yeah, 10 pounds. So halfway, we should be about 10 pounds. And if we're not hitting our progress markers, we're going to know pretty fast. So if you get to the halfway point and you measure yourself or you weigh yourself and you're 7 pounds, you're a little bit behind. That's going to be a good progress marker to let us know, hey, we got to step our game up. Or if we're over, that's going to be even great. If we're at 12 pounds at the halfway point, we're going to know, hey, we're doing well. We're on the right track. Okay? And I mean, I hate progress reports. Don't get me wrong. I hated them in school, but they did the job. If I got a progress report halfway through the year saying I have all D's, well, that ain't too good. That means I got to step my game up. But if I had a progress report that said all A's, that's pretty good. Just let me know whatever I'm doing it good. I mean, so let's take a look at some positives to, these little progress markers in our fitness goal. They're going to let you know if you need to step it up. Just like my progress report card with D's, if I'm underweight or if I'm not reaching that halfway point by losing 10 pounds, I'm going to know I'm going to need to step it up right away. It's going to offer a morale boost by letting you know you're on the right track. So if you have all A's, it's going to tell you, hey, whatever you're doing, keep doing it because it's working and, good for you. You're doing it. You're beating all the odds and you're on your way to your ideal dream body. And lastly, it's going to motivate you. Motivation is so important. You have to continually motivate yourself because 8 weeks can be a long time and a lot of things are going to happen in between those 8 weeks. You're going to get sick. You're going to have work pickup, family, all that kind of stuff. And I mean, motivation towards your specific goals and improving your life is something that you really, really have to work on. And this progress support or this, having the specific goal is going to help you do that. Okay, so what do we have now? Let's take a look at all the information and sum it up. We have a specific goal, lose 20 pounds in 8 weeks. Okay, we have progress markers, 2.5 pounds a week. Halfway point, we should be about 10 pounds down. And it's going to help us with motivation and direction. We also have a measurable goal to help us know when we reach the finish line. One of the most important things right there. I want to know when I get done or reach my goal. And lastly, we have a deadline. We have a deadline to push us and provide an ending point. Okay, so hey, maybe I get really close, but I'm going to stop when the deadline is done. Then I'm going to reset a new goal and a new deadline. Because, I mean, you can't just chase after this one thing over and over and over and over and over. That's not really a deadline. You have to give yourself a deadline. That deadline is going to push you to new levels you've never even dreamed of. Okay. Lastly, let's take a look at the transformation, everything that we've gone over in this video. We started with a generalized goal. I want to get in shape. Still get the shivers when I say that, okay? Then from that generalized, broad, mistaken goal, we made a more specific goal. I want to lose 20 pounds. A little bit better, but I think we did better than that. We added a deadline and said, I want to lose 20 pounds in 8 weeks. Okay, so now from that transition from here to here to here, okay, what do we have in the very end? We have a specific plan that you can be confident about. All right. So I know that I said successful people do this really well, is being specific. And it does not matter that the fact that we're applying this to the fitness industry or to the fitness goals. Being specific in your fitness goals is going to help you be that much more successful. So, I hope this video you got at least one thing out of it, or maybe two things out of it, then it was worth your time. Hope you can use this information to help you reach your results a little bit faster. All right. Until next time, I hope you guys keep kicking ass, training hard, make your goals a little bit more specific, and keep checking out the blog. All right. Talk to you guys later.